Hello traders, I'm going to get straight down to business on this weekly analysis because I think there's some amazing charts out there. This is the S&P on the weekly chart. You can see with the fibs on the '07 highs and the '09 lows, we came down to retest the 127 extension, and then we are off to the races. That's a new high up there. And so the 161 extension is 2135. This is extremely bullish. And if you look at the monthly chart, we are tearing away. So if I put the monthly chart on that kind of fibs from the 1988 lows, it's not inconceivable whatsoever that we could wind up over the next 1 to 3 years hitting 2400. Yeah, that is well within the realms of possibility. If you look at how the fibs behaved around this 127 extension, we've actually got a hammer. We've got a monthly hammer on the monthly extension. So that could be reached quicker than you think. If you look at let's look at the Nasdaq, because Nasdaq's a bit clearer. Nasdaq is behaving the most rampant. So on the Nasdaq, we're not even quite to the giddy heights of 2000. So just monthly pivots. So we're just on the close of March 2000, just narrowly above it. So might get a little bit of a pause. It's certainly, I mean, as far as my weekly plan is concerned, I'm not doing anything on Monday. We've got Fed minutes on Wednesday, Bank of Japan on Wednesday. I'm very, very interested in what the Bank of Japan have got to say, because they're threatening to pull back quantitative easing. And if that's going to happen, that's going to have some major impacts on, obviously, the yen pairs. But let's get back to basics. Let's go back to the weekly, and I want to just shoot through these charts very quickly because there's so many good charts to look at. But that weekly Nasdaq is just on fire. So 43.28 will be a lovely place to get long if we see it. Right, let's start with this. A rejection of 120.40. I think if we break that weekly low at 118, we could come all the way down to 113.50. What I think we're going to see is a repeat of this. I think we're going to see a big leap to the upside up here. And we've had a massive leap. This is a humongous run up here. And we're just very, very extended. However, I'm happy to be proved wrong. So if obviously this is a nice little box up here. If this is a bull flag, and all we're going to do is come down and test the bottom of that flag, then obviously I'm going to buy, sweep that up and see if we can push up. So I'm very, very happy. I think as a professional trader, you have to be prepared to be wrong. So I'm looking for some weakness, possibly the first half of the week on the US dollar yen. I would love if 117.50, which is not much of a drop, gets held, then I would definitely want to buy. Let's stick to the yen pairs. Pound yen, very bullish, but hesitant in the daily. So I'd love to see a pullback to 178. 178, yeah, 178, sorry, I do apologise. Massive area of support. Couple of days of shaky trading with low volume in the back end of last week. And euro yen, you can see I've highlighted that massive resistance area there. I think if that gets going, that could really charge the downside as well. So I'll be watching these yen pairs very, very closely. Euro CAD, I'm looking to look at this at the back end of the week when new CAD data comes out. I think this one could be rolling over as well. I think we had a big charge to the upside, swift move to the 50%, and we're getting a series. I think this is a rollover pattern, getting a series of lower highs and lower lows. So what I'm looking for on a daily on that one is there's my wedge, my favourite pattern. So I would love for that to push up into it, back into this area here, to see if we can break this area there. But I also like the pound US dollar very, very much. With Fed minutes on Wednesday, what I'm looking for here is, this is going to be one of my main focuses of the week. I want to see a pullback to there, because I think a pound is going to 155, 160. This is a nice bottoming pattern here, head and shoulders. And we've got a lot of resistance up here. You can see a big wall of resistance up here. But I think ultimately I'm extremely bullish on the pound. The pound Aussie has been on fire. The pound yen has been tremendous, been a cash machine. I think ultimately this could, let's go back to the weekly. I think we're going to retest 160 pretty quick in the next couple of weeks. And we had a nice big run from summer 2013 into summer 2014. A swift move to the downside as Fed pulled away from quantitative easing, but I think markets are leveling off. I think this support here is going to hold, which is 15250. And then I think we'll start pushing up into these areas here and ultimately start to climb up here. Alright, quick look at gold. Boxed, so I think we could end up coming down to 1170, and oil is very interesting. I think the average for oil is going to be 70, 75. Back up to this 50%, 74 is the 50%. I think we are bottoming, but we're hitting a lot of resistance up here already. That's a flat hangman bar, so I would expect that to come into something in the region of 47.50 to 50, at which point I will buy, particularly with all this support over here, and then see if we can get back to that average of 70, 75. 65 is obviously going to be a problem. I think we'll hesitate at 65, ultimately get back to 50. So I'm going to be patient with oil, very patient with the markets, bearing in mind we've got President's Day on Monday and the US are away. And with Wednesday, it's going to be a pivotal time of the week because of the Bank of Japan meeting and the Fed minutes. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. And the trading room is going to, I'm extending the open week for all of next week, with the exception of Monday. I'm just not opening the trading room on Monday, but I will open it at 8 AM British time on Tuesday. Alright, the link for that is in the bottom of the email. Just scroll down and look for the red bold register type. Alright, like I said, happy trading, enjoy the rest of your weekend, catch up with you soon.